Hey guys, welcome back to video 4. Yeah, video 4. This is Juan with Liberty Graphic Designs, and we're learning how to screen print. So this is video 4. You saw in the video 1. Well, you already saw the videos, right? If you haven't seen video 1, 2, and 3, go back, watch them. And if you already know that, so you can just skip it to this video. So now what we're gonna do is, if you notice, our image is already on the screen. So you hold it up to the light, and we're gonna look for pinholes. Make sure there is no pinholes. I don't know if you can see it. It's a lot of light coming through, but there's a pinhole right there. You see it right in the center of the screen. We gotta cover that. And the reason why I didn't do it yesterday, because I wanted to show this step. So you can see how I do it. Usually what I do is I use blackout liquid to block it out. But I don't want to get too much into, especially if you guys are starting to screen print, I don't want to get too much into using like blackout liquid and giving you extra stuff and you're going to be wondering what the heck is that, or making you spend extra money that you might not have at the time. So anyways, so I'm going to show you. I'm going to put the camera down. Again, I'm sorry guys, I will go buy a tripod today. So in the following videos, you will see me using the actual tripod. I got to go to Best Buy and buy me one because mine broke. Anyway, so I'm going to set this camera down, and I'm going to show you how I do it. Okay, so you can use tape. This will be one of the ways to fix your, if you find any pinholes. Like for example, there was one somewhere around here. If you can see it, yeah, there was one somewhere around here, and I believe it's right there. More than likely you're not going to be able to see it on camera, but I can see it right there. And just put a piece of tape there. It don't have to be that big. I know a lot of you are going to be asking, well, can you use emulsion? Yes, you can. Now, the reason why I don't want to use none of that right now is because this screen is ready to go. It's dry. If I use blackout liquid or emulsion, I have to wait for it to dry. So I'm going to go and I'm going to hold it to the light and see where the pinholes are at and cover them. Okay, so another thing we need to do is we got to cover all the way around, making sure that none of the ink is going to escape through the sides. Okay, so that's how you do it. You would put tape all the way around the screen. I myself personally don't use tape anymore. I use, and I keep sounding like a broken record, but I use blackout liquid because it makes it a lot faster to reclaim the screens because it's water based. So for the sake of the video, I'm going to use tape just like you're probably used to seeing. Okay, so this is plastisol ink. I only need a little bit because we're only making one print. There's no need to put a lot of ink in there. Okay, so with our t-shirt loaded, I'm going to bring down the screen. And about positioning the artwork, I have a video on positioning the artwork, so if you want to go ahead and watch it, that way you know how to position your artwork so it falls exactly where you want it. I'm pretty sure you heard people talk about they wanted about 3 to 4 fingers from the color, and when they say that, they're talking about this part, not this one right here. So you will see if I bring my artwork down, see that? That's going to be 3 to 4 fingers. See that? So you can see that because that right there, that's my shirt. So again, if you want to watch that video about how to position your artwork on the shirt, go ahead and watch it. Okay, so when you're gonna do your first pull. This is a pull, this is a push. So when you do your first pull, you don't want to grab a lot of ink. And I've seen a lot of people that they'll grab a whole bunch of ink, and the ink is so much ink that it actually goes all the way up here. You don't need that much. You only need a very small amount. And the first is called a flood. Okay, so what you want to do is you grab a small amount of ink, right? And no pressure, you just run it like that, right? You can tell I'm not putting a lot of pressure because there's a spot right there that I didn't even get any ink. And that's called flooding your ink, your screen. So this time we're gonna put pressure, but the angle is gonna remain like that. Just like that. So lift it up, and there's your first print. I dropped my camera. Okay, so that's your first print, right? And send it to the flash dryer, and it's gonna stay in the flash dryer for about 7 seconds. But since the palette is cold, I didn't warm up the palette, it's gonna take a little longer. Okay, so we bring it back. You have to make sure it's dry. See, it's not sticking to my hand. See? So if you notice right here, there's not, like, it's not covered all the way. Where over here it's almost covered. We're gonna do a second pass. So we do a flat. And see, now it's completely covered, nice and bright. Lines are nice and crisp. You don't have any pinholes to where you can see the little spots of ink. You can either send it back to the dryer or at this point is where I said that you can use, if you don't have a flash dryer, you can use your heat gun. So you can use your heat gun, just put it on the highest setting, and you can buy this at a Home Depot and just go over the entire design. And that will take forever. Using a heat gun will take forever, so that's why we use a flash dryer. But if you're lucky enough to have one of these, makes it a lot easier. Now we're gonna get our shirt. And we're gonna run it through the conveyor dryer. In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and clean this out. I'm gonna clean this ink out because now I'm gonna show you how to screen print water-based. Okay guys, so we have our screen. It's nice and clean. It's ready to be used again, but this time we're gonna use water-based inks, and we're gonna stick with white. So, but you're gonna say, water-based white? You don't have an underbase. No, I don't. Well, in the past, this is the kind of water-based ink that we used to know, or that we used to have, right? We still do. It's still in the market. We still use that. But that one is, I mean, it hardly covers anything when it's a dark garment without an underbase. Matsui, however, this brand right here, Matsui created one that it's a little thicker and it covers a lot better. And I know some of you are going to say, well, there's additives that you can add to the water-based inks that makes it thicker. It'll cover better. I know. Matsui's is a lot better, and you will see it, and I will show you in a little bit. So let me cover this one back up. because we're not using this one. Just in case if you guys are wondering what kind of water base this is made by Nasdar. Really good quality, really good company, but it's not what I want to use. So let's put that one to the side, and this is what we're going to be using. Matsui's 301 white. Okay, so with our shirt loaded on the pallet, we're going to bring this back. But water base, we have to flood them just like we did with the plastisol. And water base has to be flooded just like that all the time, otherwise the ink will dry on the screen, and that will not be good. Trust me, it will not be good. So just like you saw me doing with plastisol, we're going to do the same thing. And basically you're trying to clean or clear the screen. So take a look at it. You can see a big difference. I can actually see the shirt because water base doesn't cover as much as plastisol does. So make sure you don't forget to flood your ink. That way it'll stay like that longer. You won't ruin it. Let's throw that underneath the flash dryer so it's ready for the second pass. Make sure you don't get none of the ink on your hands. That one's ready to go. And here's the tricky part on water base. Your second pass. Make sure you don't apply too much pressure. Like that. Let me show you the coverage. See how it looks real good? But you don't want to apply too much pressure on water base because they're so thin that you'll start seeing bleeding on those, especially on those small lines right there. You start seeing where it bleeds. So let me throw that back underneath the flash dryer. Okay, so I'm gonna do a third pass. This is gonna be our third pass. And at this point, what we will do is we'll grab the shirt and send it through the conveyor. But this is water base. Water base, I send it back under the flash, pre-dry it, just to help the drying time. Then I will grab this because now it's dry or gel state, and send it through the dryer. And I will send it through the conveyor dryer. Okay, so now somebody asked me if I can do a hoodie using water base. I said sure, why not? We can do a hoodie using water base. Just the thing, when we print on hoodies, water base tends to pick up a lot of lint. So I'm going to run that to pick up the extra lint. And just like what we did with the shirt, we're going to do with the hoodie. And on this hoodie, I'm using a Next Level, and the model number is 9300. So make sure it's dry. As you can see, it's completely dry. I can feel a little tackiness. There you go. One other problem with printing hoodies is that they tend to move a lot. If I grab it, it's gonna come off. Oops. So that's why we always have problems printing hoodies, because they don't stay on the pallet. Okay, so let me send this one through the conveyor. And then we'll go on the other side and check them out, see how they look, see how they come out. Okay, so that's it for printing. Okay, so here's our hoodie. This is water-based, and the reason why we print water-based is so it has a nice soft hand feel touch to it. You know, that it's not too thick and you can't hardly feel it. This is our water-based shirt. Again, very, very soft. And last but not least, plastisol. And you can actually hear it versus water-based. I mean, just so you can get an idea. This is just the shirt and print. About the same, right? Plastisol, this is just a shirt and print. It's a big difference. So there you go, guys. That's how you print t-shirts from home. It doesn't matter what kind of equipment you have. If you have just one of these, it's going to take a lot longer. I would not recommend using a heat gun for water-based, because water-based needs a long curing time, and it more than likely will come off. So I would suggest you get at least a flash dryer, so it'll cure a little more. So guys, thank you for watching. Stay tuned. Video 5, right? Yeah, number 5 is coming up, and that's going to be reclaiming your screens, and that's basically the end of the whole process. Because once you reclaim your screens, then you start the process all over again. So thank you for watching, guys. If you haven't subscribed, please do so, and ding the little bell so you know when I upload new videos. Make sure you share. Make sure you like this video. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Stay tuned. Video 5 coming up right now. Okay?